going, wait. Hello everybody, Dark Sage Ron here, the Relaxed Gamer. How are you doing? On my way home from work. Oh, let's turn that down. So how are you guys all doing today? Hear me come. Let me know if you want to see my face or keep seeing the scenery. You know what? You get to see my face. There we go. Ah, boy. What to talk about today? So... what am I going to talk about today? What do you want to talk about, huh? Let me know. Let's see. So, this has been my basically second week of riding my exercise bike. Sorry about the striped face, I can't help it. I believe I'm down like 1 or 2 kgs. I'm starting to slowly get back into shape again. Well, lose weight again. Christmas really done me in. I was barely doing anything and eating a lot, so... But since going back to school and getting the exercise bike, I've been riding the exercise bike and, well, obviously walking. And I've been losing weight. Sorry I didn't do a cast last night. I was just completely tired out. I got home from church around, I say around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And I had something to eat. Fell asleep for a good 2-3 hours. Got up for a little bit. Watched a little bit of stuff. Then I was out around 8, 9 o'clock. It was out like a light. Didn't wake up until my alarm went off at 5:30 in the morning. So, yeah, guys, I'm sorry about the cast. No cast last night. So, yeah. For all those who are wanting to come to Japan and teach English, who have graduated university, now's the time of year where the school year is actually starting to wind down. So it's the end of January getting about middle of January. By the end of March, the school year will be over, so not that much longer, about another 2 months left. And then April, it will start again. So yeah. So for those of you who are thinking of becoming an ALT, I know Interact recruits all year round, but if you want to, pardon me again, just tired. But if you want to like begin at the beginning of the school year, you might want to start applying for if you want to get in around August, September, start applying now. But for those who are looking to start at the beginning of the year, hold off till September and apply in September, because that's when they start looking for people and start the interview process and whatnot. So, yeah. So no one has come in yet. So compared to Canada, right now the weather in Japan is like comparable to Canadian spring. I mean, in the mornings it's like really cold. I have to scrape off my window in order to drive in the morning. But like right now out it's like +7, +8, +9. So it's quite Canadian spring weather. And this is in the Kanto area, so yeah. I mean, if you're from Canada, you'll find this weather, like the weather here, the only time I can't really bear the weather is when, in the summer, it gets extremely hot. So, just putting on my sunglasses because the sun is unbearably bright. So now the days are starting to get longer. They will start to slowly get longer, and then like usual in June 22nd, June 23rd, they'll start getting shorter again. But now they're getting longer and longer. Pretty soon, clubs will start going longer than 15 minutes. So they're slowly going to wrap up to half hour, then 45 minutes, then an hour and a half, till full-blown, like 2 hours sort of thing. So, and I'm hoping to get into shape before club starts up, like really starts up, so I can actually keep up with the children. I mean, you'd be surprised how well, I guess you wouldn't be surprised how exhausting kendo is. Kendo is very exhausting. I mean, especially since, like, for a person like me, I am overweight. I am out of shape. And every year, it really hits me when I start back doing it. So, yeah. But guys, I will just leave this for you. If you do have the option of like doing some sort of sport in university, whether it be like on the actual university sports team or just bumming around with your friends, I would suggest doing it. Don't be like me, where I just sat at my computer all all day, and even on my day off I still do it. It's like shame on me. But do something, join a club, do an activity, get moving. I mean, don't be like me. I'm regretting being a computer person. Well, I am and I'm not. But I mean, yeah, your life will be so much easier getting into a sports thing. Whether it's just be walking or riding bike, do something every day. It only takes about an hour a day exercise to get you back into shape. I believe the recommended daily activity or weekly activity is 250 minutes. So I mean, if you do 50 minutes a day, you have the minimum. Why are you riding my butt, person? So, pardon me, guys. So I see I have one viewer. Who's that viewer in my chat? I can't see the chat, so I have no idea. And I just turned my heat down, because it is darn toasty in here. So guys, I want to hear from you. How have you guys been? Have you been keeping to your New Year's resolutions? I've been trying to, keyword trying to. Exercise part, I've been doing good with that. I mean, I'm not showing anything right now. Just after a week you won't see any results, but I mean, give it about another month and a half, and hopefully there should be some results. I'm hoping that there is. Yeah. If you notice, I shaved my mustache and goatee off. It started to itch. I don't know why I keep trying to grow one. I know what will happen within like a week of actually getting results of something. I will shave it off because I can't stand it. So all alone again. I just noticed I'm all alone again. I hate when people do that. No, not leave the chat. I mean, yeah, you didn't see the guy ahead of me. He basically went half onto the shoulder and then half inside to turn, and it's like you couldn't just stay in the lane and then signal you would turn, so I didn't have to worry about and I had to go into the other lane because of a bus. Technically this is a no passing. I guess no passing while the vehicle ahead of you is moving. And almost halfway home, guys. Almost halfway home. Hello, whoever just came into my chat. welcome. Dark Sage Ron, the Relaxed Gamer, getting it real. Don't mind me, I'm just being stupid. So by now everybody has heard about Logan Paul, about what he's done, about the suicide forest and whatnot. And I mean, after watching a couple of other YouTubers that I follow, like that man Utah, I believe that, and some other people like that. They've actually interviewed some Japanese people about Logan Paul, and the consensus is people didn't know who Logan Paul was or didn't really care who he was, and I mean, they realized that every foreigner is different. So yay, not having to worry about fixing people's mistakes. Well, I never really had to worry before, in all honesty. I worked hard, I made a good name for myself here, and yeah, I mean, it just was great here. Again, I'm glad I'm really glad that I got my placement where I'm placed. It is amazing here. The weather's nice. I mean, I don't really have to worry about snow. Although it does get little chillies in the morning and in the evening. But overall, it's great weather. I mean, there was one very, very, very bad snowstorm when I first came, and that was it. And I've already told you the story about Japanese car and Canadian winter snowfall. Yeah, not going to talk about that one again. But, I mean, in general, I mean, the area that I live is great. Pardon me, guys, is great, and the school I have is great. The students are awesome. The teachers are awesome. I couldn't ask for a better school, in all honesty. And I really would love to continue working for my school, but I mean, obviously, being an ALT, the job is secure for the most part. But which school you're going to teach at can always be different. You never know what school you're going to get, sort of thing. So, yeah. If I keep getting my schools, I mean, I will. That would be awesome. I would love to keep getting my school that I have. I love the school. I love teaching at the kindergarten. It is amazing. It's a really fulfilling job. I mean, if in all honesty, if you think being ALT in Japan, like teaching English, is a really easy job, it is Honestly, it's not. There's a lot involved with it. I mean, again, take it with a grain of salt. Each situation is different. ESID. But I mean, generally, I'm working hard. I mean, I get a few moments where I'm sitting there. I may not be doing anything, but I'm looking over like school books and whatnot. Looking at different stuff. The teacher asked me to make photocopies of stuff for them, and I mean, like I said, I'm making my homework, making the first year's homework, and marking the homework and whatnot. I help record listening tests. I help put together the CDs for listening tests. So, I mean, I'm always doing something, and I love that. It is awesome. I really do love it. I mean, I would love... I don't know how many of the students are interested, but I would love to do an English club. I mean, watch English movies, study for English, do homework, listen to English music and whatnot. But I mean, I understand that the students love doing their sports. It's great. And in all honesty, while I would love to put together an English club and help do an English club, I love doing kendo too. I mean, I honestly don't think I could give up doing kendo at this school. Now, if I could transfer to a different school, I would have to honestly think hard whether or not I would do kendo. I mean, this is my 5th year helping with the kendo club. And while most ALTs don't stay after school to help and whatnot, help with clubs and whatnot, or come in early to help, I do, and I don't know, I like doing it, but also I'm debating whether to do that in my next school or not. I really am. Hello, whoever just came in. Sorry, I'm just rambling and talking about my life in general in Japan. So please feel free to say something, say hi in the chat. Obviously, I'm driving, so I can't read the chat. My eyes are on the road, but once I stop, I could quickly glance at what is being said and whatnot. But like I was saying, teaching English, everybody thinks that teaching English or being an ALT is an easy job. Oh, you're getting paid to speak your language. Like I said, there's a lot more into it. There's getting to know the student. I mean, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent now. I honestly could say I don't know all my students' names, but I know each student's individual personality. So I know my students. But yeah, teaching English is really not that easy. And for me at least, it's more than just being a human tape recorder. I mean, there's times where yes, I'm just reading the dialogue or what's on the paper or whatnot, but there's also times where I'm doing activities with the kids. I'm doing Q&A with the kids. I'm helping teaching after school. Like sometimes the school has extra classes where I stay behind and volunteer to help. There's interactive forum. There's a whole bunch of things. So, I mean, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like, if you see a person, with my job, I have to take it a grain of salt when I see the person saying, oh, you have an easy job. You're teaching English. You're just getting paid to speak English. It's like, no, it is a lot more. I mean, I guess technically you could call it that if you just want to do the bare minimum and whatnot. But if you really want to get involved with the school, get in with the teachers, get in with the students, you have to do extra little things for the job. Like, well, you don't have to, but it shows like a great thing for them. Like I said, I help out with the Kendo Club. The students love the idea that I love Kendo. I create the homework for the first years. I create the listening tests. I help record the listening tests. So yeah, if being an ALT is not for the faint of heart, really it's not. It is a tough job. It's a hard job. And at the end of the day, I mean, there are days where I have like 5, 6, well, not 6, but I mean, I only have 5 classes. There's only 5 classes in my school. But, yeah. 5 classes. And then, for me, the 6th period, I'm doing like making homework or correcting homework or doing something for the teacher. So even though today I had 3 classes of English. Yeah, I had 3 classes of English because of some stuff that was happening. So, I mean, one non-English class, I created the homework for the first years. Second non-English class, I photocopied it, and I was looking ahead and thinking of ideas of homework I could do for the students' future. And then the last period, I got up and walked around, checking on what the students were doing and whatnot. Not disturbing, just getting up, looking around, and seeing what was happening and whatnot. And then, before I know it, it was cleaning time. So, not a job for people with no energy. Definitely not a job. Again, would I give up? I said this many times. I would not give up my current position for anything in the world. I'm not, in all honesty, it's become more than just a job to get paid. It's become something that I love doing. And in all honesty, probably for this now, but and my phone died.